It would help if my microphone was on when I started recording the Daily Wrap, which this is for Tuesday, the 12th of August, 2025. I'm DSP, and I hope that today you had a lovely day and maybe you enjoyed my content. If you didn't see it yet, let's talk about what it was, shall we? So today we started off with a very chill podcast in the morning. I didn't really have giant dedicated topics to talk about, but I did want to give updates regarding my thoughts and or the performance of the streams of, for example, Mafia, the Old Country, as well as Death Stranding 2, and my desire to try to finish that playthrough by the end of this week, which I'm being told I probably will, as well as other thoughts. That was basically like the first half of the podcast. And then after that, we did some chill Q&A. There was a lot of things discussed. It definitely was chill vibes and a good time. So if you didn't see the podcast yet, it's live on the channel. You can give it a watch, and I hope that you will enjoy it. By the end of the podcast, we had already raised over $50 of support. And I was like, wow, guys, thank you so very much. Great momentum heading into Mafia, the Old Country. And to be honest, I actually thought that meant that this was a instant win stream, and we were going to hit the support goal easily, and it wasn't going to be any kind of a challenge or a problem. I was wrong. Very wrong. Okay? So, we start playing Mafia, the Old Country. Today's 2.5 hours of advancement of the story of Mafia, the Old Country was great. We saw Enzo become more ingrained in the Mafia and actually become a made man. We saw more interesting plot lines where basically he kind of kept falling in love with the Don's daughter, which of course may result in something really bad. But also we saw big rivalries emerge between the rival different Mafia families, and some tension happen, and then some betrayal happen. Overall, great. Some good missions. There was a driving racing mission. There was a couple kind of just straight up combat missions. There was a sneaking mission. We had to steal stuff. Good stuff overall. So far, the game is maintaining its level of graphical fidelity. Looks amazing still. Entire game looks very cinematic. I haven't really done any side content. There hasn't been any side missions. What there has been, there's maybe 1 or 2 opportunities to drive around the open world and collect items, but I'm like, what's the point? Do you really need them? No. The game wasn't designed for side content, so I'm just not going to bother with it. Let's just go ahead and, play the game for what it is. So, here's what happened during the stream. This happened again. I swear it's the same exact situation. Half the chat is interested. They're talking with me. We're hanging out. We're talking. We're joking about Mafia. We're joking about my Italian heritage. We're having a good time. The other half is like, why are we so bored? Why is nothing going on? Why is this so boring? Right? Like, what's wrong? And I'm like, but guys, how do you not know what this game is yet? Everyone knows the game is all story. Like, everyone knows this, right? It's been explained. I even did a quick initial, 5-hour impressions video. How could you be on my stream for Mafia and expect that it wasn't all story? That's what everyone is saying about the game. It's what I've already said. So if you're coming to the Mafia stream with any expectations other than story, that's on you. Everyone has told you that's what it is. So it's weird because there are still people just sitting there complaining, well, I don't think it's that good. The story's not, it should be more than just a story. I don't really like that. And I'm like, gee, some people you can't please, especially with all these games in the last 10, 15 years that have had insane levels of padding, side content that just make the game way too long. So by the end of the stream, I'm not kidding, we were still at $50-something. We were at the end of the stream. That was 3 hours of streaming. No one contributed at all. And at the end, I was like, guys, this is, again, arguably one of the worst streams because everything I just made was on the podcast. No one contributed at all during the game. And at the very end, a few people were like, oh, and then they contributed. So we ended up, I think we finished the stream at like $76 of support, maybe 78. So we did get halfway to a goal. But again, disappointing. It's a brand new release. This is a game everyone asked me all year when it was announced, are you playing it? And I said, yeah, I'll play it. Sure. I'm liking it. It's looking great on my PC. We're having a good time. It's not getting any support at all. I don't understand. So it looks like 2 streams are dud for this game. Now I'm really happy this game is short because I'm being told probably 4 more hours to beat it. I'm like, dude, it's going to be another 2 streams. It's going to be rough finishing this game if no one shows up and supports it. And it's twice in a row now. So, yeah, it is concerning, all right? And to be honest, here's the deal. Am I going to finish Mafia the Old Country? Yes. I'm just not sure how yet. I'm not. I don't know how we're going to do it. I don't know if we're going to make it night streams. I don't know if we're just going to try to do like one big stream next week with no podcast and just finish it in one sitting. I just don't know. No matter what, I think I have to plan on it being a dead stream. 2 dead streams in a row where people won't support it means people are not going to show up to support it moving forward. And I can't control that. All right. Anyway, I'm not playing Mafia again this week. I already played 3 streams. 2 of them were duds. It's going to wait till next week. Okay? Okay. Tonight was Minecraft Chill Night on DSPGaming. We had a ton of things to do because last week we had ransacked this pillager's ship and we came back home and we had all this stuff to unpack. We had carpeting. We had multiple lamps, furniture, cool-looking blocks, decorations. We had a pet cat, which we named tonight, which was really cool. Fishing, man, fishing just kept happening tonight, and we got really good with fishing tonight. Insane amounts of experience. By the end of the night, I went from like level 12 to almost level 30 of experience. So experience was flowing with my new rod and everything. We were doing really good with that. We did actually decorate the house a bit, and basically it was a really chill time. We had great conversation. We're working right now on getting enough colored wool to make rugs to kind of like floor the whole house. And it's cool because we actually made all the colors of dye except green. We didn't have the means to have green because we don't have a cactus, but we had everything else, like every other color dye was available, and we made them all. So now we have a sheep of every color growing different wools of every color, which is awesome because then we could keep shearing the sheep and get enough to make all these different textiles and things out of it. So it was a really great night. Overall, I had a great time. And guess what? We hit the support goal within about 40 minutes. Boom. And over the night, there was a few more contributions, so we did exceed 1 support goal, but we didn't hit a second goal. However, something came up tonight, and I want to make this everyone aware of this, okay? Once again, DSP Tries It has been messed with because basically people came up with an idea. We like it. We all accept it. We plan it. And then the idea that can't happen because for whatever reason, you can't do it anymore. This happened a few different times when we were trying to plan out DSP Tries It in this last year since I revived it. So our plan this week was Shake Shack has a brand new hot dog menu. It was a pickle dog, a spicy hot dog, a chili cheese dog, and I think there was a 4th one too. So the whole idea was I basically do like a hot dog feast where I order all of them and I do a taste test against them, right? So tonight someone said to me, Phil, would you do something special for this DSP Tries It? Would you wear your Sonic hat during DSP Tries It? Because, you know, the meme is that Sonic loves chili dogs. It would be cool to see me eating a chili dog with a Sonic hat on. And I said, I would do that. That's funny. Sure, why not? And then I said, let's confirm what hot dogs they have. I open up the delivery app. I look, they don't have them anymore. The promotion apparently ended yesterday. So I didn't know about this idea until Friday. Someone told me about it. It was either Thursday or Friday. Someone told me about it. I said, sounds good. Let's do it. Within a few days, it was already over. So what the hell, right? Like, that's so stupid. So here's the deal. I said to everyone, well, listen, obviously we can't fix that. How about this? Shake Shack still has hot dogs. They have regular, they have a cheese and onion dog, a bacon and cheese dog, and just a cheese dog. So how about this? If we hit the goals, 10 goals this week, all right, I'll do at least 1, if not 2 of those hot dogs, and I'll order other stuff. Maybe I'll order a chicken sandwich. Maybe I'll order a burger again. Maybe I'll try a side. We'll see. So I'll try a variety of things from Shake Shack. And the thing is, this would be actually the first official DSP Tries It of Shake Shack. Because if you remember, the last one I did, all I did was a taste test of 3 smash burgers against each other. It was Shake Shack versus Jack in the Box versus Sonic. Well, this time, we'll just do a big sampling of the Shake Shack menu, and that will be the DSP Tries It for this week, okay? But then I said, all right, here is the offer. If we can hit 10 goals by Thursday midday, I will wear the Sonic hat when I eat the hot dogs during this DSP Tries It. If we do not qualify for DSP Tries It by Thursday to do it on that stream, then I'm not going to wear the Sonic hat. So I think that'll give some incentive for people to contribute. And indeed, like I said, tonight it did. We worked. We hit a goal. But then no one went above and beyond. We just hit the one goal and that was it. So what I'm hoping is that tomorrow for our 2 streams, and of course for Thursday, we're going to hit these goals and we're going to be able to do DSP Tries It on Thursday. That would be perfect, but I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. It depends on if people come by and support. So I guess we're going to see starting tomorrow. Speaking of which, tomorrow streams. There will not be a podcast tomorrow morning because, again, we're trying to get maximum progress in Death Stranding 2, and you can't do that if I'm doing a giant podcast. So I'll do a little hangout session. It'll probably be like a half an hour before we start with Death Stranding 2, and then starting at noon, the end game content of Death Stranding 2. We'll see how far we can get. If I beat it, great. If not, we'll have to do one more stream. Okay? Hopefully we hit a goal. Last time when we did Death Stranding, we only got $100. We didn't hit a goal. If you want to see me wear the Sonic hat for DSP Tries It on Thursday, we got to hit the goal tomorrow. Tomorrow night, this is the one I'm nervous about. Donkey Kong Bonanza. A playthrough that sadly at this point, I wish the game was shorter because we've played 20 hours and I don't want to give up on the game, but it seems like the audience has given up on the game. The last time I played it, I got nothing but complaints the whole time that the game was super boring, even though the game wedged in 2 chapters that made no sense. There was one layer that was just digging through trash. It had no point. It was just filler. Then there was a level where you meet Diddy and Dixie Kong and you race on one of the rhinos, and you literally go around the lap once, you beat them, okay, bye, and then you're on to the next world. It's filler. It's fan service. It doesn't need to be in the game. Then we got to the snake level. We got the snake ability just to find out, oh, it's just double jumping. Who cares? That's not even a good ability. So the game remains boring. And I can't make Donkey Kong Bonanza good. It's a boring game. It's insanely repetitive. It's grindy. It's just smash everything, get items, smash everything, get items. Ooh, look, a boss. Mash buttons, kill the boss. That's what Nintendo made. I have to play what they made. I want to finish it. We've invested 20 hours. I hope tomorrow night you will show up, engage, and support the Donkey Kong Bonanza stream because we need to hit 3 more goals, again, between now and that daytime stream of Thursday so that we can do DSP Tries It, all right? So we have to be hitting our goals tomorrow if we're going to do DSP Tries It on Thursday and have the Sonic hat. So please support my streams tomorrow. Come on by for Death Stranding 2 Endgame and Donkey Kong Bonanza near Endgame. Let's have some fun together, and let's make DSP Tries It happen on Thursday. Everyone, please have a good night. I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for a great streaming day today. Peace out.